Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. What made Starmer come out and back Lammy so very strongly? What made Starmer say Lammy's got a job for 5 years and will not be fired as Foreign Secretary? What's causing this? What's behind it all? Well, there's the thing in politics that you don't believe anything until they officially deny it. And they are denying that there's problems. So therefore, we undoubtedly know there's problems. Now, Lammy has to make nice and play nicely with Donald Trump. Regardless of what Lammy's feelings on this are, that's got to happen. And so he will have been told he's got to keep his big, ignorant, gobby, racist mouth firmly clamped shut in the presence or earshot of Trump. And he's got to keep his views to himself and out of the press, out of the media, out of the papers, out of everything. And that'll be very hard for Lammy because he does love exposing his own stupidity at regular intervals, daily almost, one would say. But Starmer and his team around him, his ever-shrinking team, have recognised that there is a problem there and they need to shore this problem up. And so this backing for Lammy is, I think, a way of making sure that Lammy knows that if he just keeps his gob shut, he's got a job for life. That's what I think is happening. And that's why, Starmer's never been drawn into the rows over this. Whenever he's asked, he's always changed the subject, ignored it, or answered a completely different question. But now that Trump is president and will, from January the 6th, I think, or January the 8th, whatever it is this year, he will be dealing with Starmer. Him and Starmer and Trump will be dealing with each other on a very, very regular basis. They are, after all, the two biggest allies. And so and we assume Starmer's still there after Christmas, Trump needs to deal with this. Lammy will be the one that he goes through as Foreign Secretary. And so the team around Starmer are saying, Lammy's got to be controlled. Lammy's got to shut his gob. And I think that's what's going on. Now, they're starting, I think, to plan already ways of cutting Lammy out, and so that they can come directly. There's all sorts of shenanigans going on in the background, and I think Lammy is fighting fires at the moment. He may well have secured his future thanks to Starmer, but there's others in the party that find him difficult, shall we say. And so he is under attack from many, many fronts. And I think he's actually fighting for his job. And we know that once Starmer's gone, and I'm actually with an increasing view that Starmer will be there until the end of May. But once Starmer's gone, Lammy's gone. Because whoever comes in does not want anyone that stupid and so antagonistic to the people in a position of authority. Now, they'll have to keep him as a minister, but they can't make him one of the big four. And so what's he going to get? Education, please, he's dumb as an ox. Defence, well, he hates this country, so he'll probably invite the Russians in. Where do you put him? There's nowhere that you could put him. Agriculture, that's the place. After all, by the time that happens, there won't be any in this country, so it's quite safe. You won't be able to destroy it anymore. That's right. Put that big ignorant oaf in charge of a field. Or better still, in one. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.